What is it?
Who did you lose?
That's not important.
It's very important, Doctor.
A friend. His name was Henry.
There was another?
There was, but she lived. Her name was Roxy.
You lost 2 people, and now you're going over the edge?
I'm not doing that at all.
If anything, you proved it. You were quite reckless today. You need to be strong. For Julia's sakes, too.
Look at what happened. She tried to kill herself.
No, she tried to sacrifice herself. There's a difference.
And what about you?
Excuse me?
Who did you lose?
What makes you think?
You did something extremely reckless today as well.
Nothing you wouldn't have done, I'm sure. Ajax, that's who I lost. He sacrificed himself for Rob and I.
That's something that you've got to be careful of too. You've got a death wish.
But things never go right. Do they, Doctor? Rob, my companion, he still doesn't know how I defeated Omega. I don't want to tell him, but it's annoying me. He's even threatened to leave.
Be honest with your friend. Just like I will be honest with Julia.
If you say so, Doctor.
Think about it.
I will, but thank you, Doctor. It's certainly been educational.
Not a problem. If it all goes well, the new device should take you back to the exact moment you left your universe. No time passing.
Excellent. Thank you again.
Doctor! My God, are you alright?
Oh, what? No, my head. Where was I?
You must tell me, Doctor. Doctor!
Oh, dearie me, I apologise deeply for that.
Oh, thank the Lord you're back with us.
Indeed, Doctor.
What?
Oh, sorry. Never mind.
Well, at least it's all over.
What did you say, my dear boy?
It's all over.
Oh, is that what you said? Well, let me tell you something. It's far from being all over.
Doctor, are you perfectly okay?
I'm fine. Just feeling a little, groggy of sorts.
Oh, alright then. Well, where to now?
Oh, we'll go to the Eye of Orion. One of the most tranquil places in the universe. What do you say to that?
Sounds interesting. About time we had a little break.
Indeed, Rob.
Well, I'll be back. I need to find my jacket.
Alright, don't be too long.
Bloody hell, what was that all about? There has to be something wrong with him. I'm determined to find out what.
Dearie me, what just happened? I thought that was a dream, but I still have this in my pocket. I wonder why that happened. Was it meant to be, like a destiny, or is it even worse than I imagined?
You'll find out soon, I'm sure, Doctor.
Rob?
No.
Doctor!
Indeed I am, Doctor.
How did you get here?
Well, I'm not actually here.
A hologram? What? Over a cross-temporal displaced dimension?
The device you hold let you pass safely from my universe into yours. It may only be a one-way trip, but I detected another device in your dimension that acts as a wavelength connection. If you wire the two devices together, we can send messages to each other whenever we feel like it.
Well, firstly, the device is Ajax's dimension jumper.
He's the one who...
Yes it is.
Well, Doctor, I had a little bit of time, and I thought, why not make the call?
Ah, of course. Where's Julia?
Well, she's technically asleep at the moment. Theoretically, it's night. It's been about a week for me since we talked. But nonetheless, I detected the signal, and I thought I'd say hi.
Of course.
Will I be meeting Robert soon?
Yes, he's currently getting his jacket. We went to America and got a bit more clothing a little while back. With Ajax, that is.
Ah, is that where you got that leather monk coat from?
Yes, I think it's very nice, don't you think?
It looks a little...
What?
a little gothic, don't you think?
Oh well, at least I look cool when I run in it.
Ha! Of course, Doctor.
Well, we don't want to implode the universe, do we? It's been a pleasure talking to you, Doctor.
You too, Doctor. Goodbye, and good luck. Oh, hello there. I'm... God, what was that? Why was I...
It's alright, calm down. I've set the controls, we're landing now.
No, just tell me, why in the name of God was I standing there? What was I wearing?
Well, in that short second I fell to the floor. I was transported to a separate dimension, where I met a different doctor with his companion. His companion's name was Julia, and the version of the doctor's age was 50,000.
What? How?
I know, I was surprised too.
No, I mean, how did you go there and come back almost immediately?
Oh, lots of skill and,
Luck?
yes, lots of that. Anyway, we're landing now. Yes, the Eye of Orion.
Well, let's go.
Of course, sir. Let's go.
Oh my word. It's beautiful. Really, really beautiful.
Yes, it's very calming. Come on, let's have a little explore.
Alright, I'm coming. Wait for me.
Ah, well, this is curious. Look at this.
Oh my god, that looks disgusting.
No, don't knock it. It's a genetic reincarnation of a sea creature.
Again, in English?
It's a genetically engineered sea creature.
Right. Is it harmless?
I believe so.
Well, come on. I see a ledge. It's time you told me what is up with you.
Indeed, sir. You're certainly feeling confident today.
I would, with what I've been through.
Of course. Then we would just bring our little friend back to the TARDIS.
I'll come with you. I can't trust you alone.
No, no need.
Doctor, I'm not letting you out of my sight until you tell me what's going on.
Fine, fine, fine. Bloody Nora, it's really cold.
Yeah, why is it so cold?
I don't know. There shouldn't be winds like this. It doesn't make much sense. I really should check the scanner to just check where we are.
Well, we better not be in any imminent peril.
Don't worry. I'm sure we aren't.
You better be right about that.
Ah, lovely. We'll put this little fella back on the desk and leave.
Ah!
Rob, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm a bit bruised, but I'm alright.
What? What? Are you kidding me? No.
What, Doctor?
We've been hijacked!
By who?
Oh, dearie me, this isn't good. How did they find me? How did they manage to get hold of me?
What on earth is wrong?
It's the Time Lords. The Time Lords have hijacked the TARDIS, and we're being plotted on a one-way trip to Gallifrey.
What? How have the Time Lords found you? And how is that a bad thing?
If someone knew evil, and they described the most decadent and degenerate race, the Time Lords would best fit the description. Of all 30,000 years of my life, nothing has been more cruel to me. I mustn't go back. I mustn't! Oh, they will destroy me without a thought. Oh, what have they done? And how have they found my TARDIS?
Doctor, look at the sea creature you brought in. It's got a glowing light.
God, a tracker! The Time Lords got a tracker in my TARDIS. Oh, right, this isn't acceptable. I have a right to travel on my own without interruption, you know. You'd think I'd never fly the TARDIS solo. Miserable lot. Disgusting behaviour, I tell you. Nothing can stop me from travelling. I'll show them.
Doctor, what are you doing?
I'm going to materialise the TARDIS inside the TARDIS. Where is their couplings?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh dear, oh, I'm sorry. Survival of the fittest.
Doctor, what happened?
Electrical displacement on the brink of materialization. I basically took the TARDIS out of the Time Lord text to confuse the Time Lord's sensors, giving me the ability to disable the tracker on our fishy friend and escape the Time Lord's grasp, at the same time materializing the TARDIS in its own temporal field.
Was it successful?
Well, it will keep them at bay for just a moment. All I have to do is completely destroy the tracker. There we go. We're now free from the Time Lord's grasp.
What chance is there of that?
Well, I tell you, 99.9%. I assure you that. However, the TARDIS's course is set to a randomized destination.
So you're telling me that you don't know where we'll end up?
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, well, well. What's this place? The North Pole or South?
No, I don't think so. The air doesn't feel right. It feels metallic.
Well, Doctor, let's head onwards to that building. It's weird. It's almost like it just appeared, like a fade.
Wait, do you hear that?
Is that the TARDIS?
It appears so. A TARDIS disguised as a laboratory. Seems to have materialized with us. I wonder why.
Well, if it's a Time Lord, then it should be alright.
No, I don't think that's a good idea, especially since the Time Lords tried to drag me back to Gallifrey just now. Maybe they tracked my TARDIS.
Well, I'm sure they will understand.
You don't understand. The fact they are my race appalls me to the very core. I mustn't let them pull me back to that prison of a planet. I mustn't. I can't let them take me back. I can't let them take my life again. I can't. I was on Gallifrey for a whole life. I can't take the presidency. I can't stand that race.
What?
Look, get back in the TARDIS. I'll turn the TARDIS invisible.
Alright, Doctor.
Well, what was that about?
Well, it's about time I told you. I've had many faces, many lives.
Well, obviously I know that.
Well, about 7-ish regenerations ago, I was the president of Gallifrey. I was a peacemaker. I even ruled for 2 centuries. Over that, in fact.
Wow. I can't remember that you did that.
You wouldn't. It's been 6 months. The knowledge I gave you would have almost dissipated.
Well, tell me more.
Well, I was a woman. And do you remember the voice you heard in the TARDIS when we fought Omega?
Yeah, I mean, I do kind of remember.
Well, that is the incarnation I'm talking about.
Well, what's your point?
Well, I was assassinated after 253 years of reign. It was by my best friend that ended up becoming a power-hungry fool who only looked out for herself.
Who?
Her name was Glacius. In anger, I hid myself from Gallifrey. I even changed the time track from my TARDIS to Gallifrey to be 4,000 years before my reign. But the problem is, in these past 7 incarnations, it's been 4,567 years.
Is that why you went by that age for a while?
Yes, including my presidential self. I added the age of myself since then. I did it to disassociate myself from my previous lives, as I've had enough of doing the Time Lord's dirty work. I tried to lie to myself on multiple occasions by slimming the numbers down.
Well, Doctor, I think it's better to face your problems, don't you?
You always speak the truth. You've always been there for me. My greatest friend. One I shan't forget. Thank you for being there. Even when I haven't been there for you. So I put my trust in you. I will do as you say. It's about time I faced my fears.
Together?
Together. Well, here we are.
This really does look like another TARDIS.
I do certainly like the design. It's very classic in my opinion.
I think it's a bit stale and boring, to be honest. What are these round things? They look like inverted lamps.
It's a Type 70, you can't expect too much.
Thank you very much. So, who may you be? I'm currently stopping off at Earth to get some experimental fuel. I suppose that you two are Time Lords on a mission to bring me back to Gallifrey. Well, if that is so, then my hands are in the air.
No, we're...
Of course, yes, I'm Sir Terraformer.
Not the war hero, right?
Oh, no, just someone with a similar name. Anyway, shouldn't we be off? We need to bring you back to your presidency, after all.
Alright, fine, but I can't promise that I'll stay. I've been a ruler for 2 days, I should be allowed to get some alone time. But if you really must, set the controls. This isn't my TARDIS after all, I stole one, remember?
Another one?
Yes, another one. She gets up to mischief, this one.
But don't most guys like a mischievous girl?
What? That's wrong on so many levels. You don't even know half the story.
Yes, right. To Gallifrey it is. I'm also an instructor, you know. In fact, I think you should input the coordinates.
You trust me that much? I'm so tremendously flattered. You'd think an instructor like you would be good at pushing people around, if you know what I mean.
Yes. Well, show me what you got.
If you'd want to challenge me, then I'll take the wheel today, sweetheart.
Oh, God. This is so wrong. I can't believe that's him.
Shut up.
Sorry.
So then, you don't recognise me in any way or something like that? Yeah, maybe?
No, I don't. Why?
No reason. Why did you steal this TARDIS instead of keeping the old girl?
You're very questioning for someone who's merely taking me back to Gallifrey.
Well, questions mainly being my thing. I am actually a doctor myself.
Oh, that's nice. What have you been doing recently? I don't think I've met anyone quite like you in a while.
Trust me, you never will.
What was that?
Nothing.
Anyway, again, what have you been up to?
Oh, tossing about in the universe with no second thought. The usual for someone for the likes of me, particularly.
Ah, interesting. Have you done anything interesting recently?
Well, I did kind of destroy a corrupt Time Lord with my past selves, and then never mind.
Oh, that's interesting. How many bodies have you had so far?
Oh, I don't keep track. I usually live in the moment.
That's nice to know. Well, it's good to have someone like you in the TARDIS. Really brings out the fact that it's bigger on the inside, don't you think?
You're very different from memory.
How so?
There's a sort of odd look about you.
Well, thanks a lot.
No offence.
Rob has a point. Let's say I know a lot about you, and while I was fairly flirtatious, I'll give you that. I wasn't completely reckless enough to steal another TARDIS like this.
But something is up. I had a feeling. My danger blared for the first time in a while. If you're not the Doctor, then tell us why you're here.
Yes, this can't simply be a massive coincidence.
Well, Rob, Doctor, we thought we would confuse you. We needed the evidence.
For what?
A test.
Test? What test?
A test to see if the Doctor is fit to continue being a Time Lord. No, not you. It can't be you.
Who is it, Doctor?
Rassilon. Rassilon has returned to Gallifrey.